I love my lawn, and I make no apologies for that, but not everybody does. Some people think that grass just takes too much work. You know, you have to mow it, you have to fertilize it, you gotta water it. So they ask me, what are some things that I can use to cover the ground around my house that don't involve a lawn? The first one is artificial turf. No, I am not kidding. Artificial turf. Now the next thing you can use, if you don't want to go the artificial way, is you can cover areas of your property with a layer of mulch. The third way is you can use gravel. You want a finely ground gravel that compacts so that it provides a solid surface easy to walk on for your feet. Now that we've got through all the fake stuff in place of lawns, let's go to some natural living things. You can plant a ground cover instead of grass. Probably one of the most common things that people plant for a sunny ground cover are these creeping junipers. Second, you can use a ground cover that I really like here in the South. It's liriope. The third one for sun that I would recommend is a plant called Asian star jasmine. So those are three I'd recommend for the sun. Now let's talk about the shade. If you're planting a ground cover for the shade, the number one most widespread popular plant that everyone seems to use is English ivy. But if you're going to use English ivy, you've got to remember this. This is a vine. It climbs, and it climbs anything. So if you're going to plant English ivy, you have to make sure that while it spreads out and covers the ground, that you don't let it climb on anything. Number two is my favorite for the shade, and that is mondo grass. You know, I always get this question, what kind of grass can I plant for the shade? And I say, no grass likes it in the shade. But mondo grass is not a true grass, but it looks like one. And the third plant that I want to suggest to you for the shade is a plant called a juga. The common name is bugleweed. It grows flat against the ground, it spreads by runners, and in the springtime, it has really pretty flowers. So, now I've given you some alternatives if you don't want to plant a lawn. As for me, I'm keeping my lawn. After all, Grumpy's a grass man.